Hi, my name's Andrew McCormick, and thank you for allowing me to discuss our poster, Racism in Medicine, Utilization of a Book Club Model to start the discussion around social justice. Racism is a social construct that permeates every institution within American culture. Therefore, racism in medicine is foundational educational knowledge that all of our medical students need to have. We aimed to use a virtual book club of the book Medical Apartheid to help bridge this knowledge gap. Medical Apartheid has the thesis that hospitals and medical schools have become firmly cemented into the African American consciousness as places of terror, violence, and shame, and not medical care. We utilize this work to be able to have medical students digest, critically appraise, and reflect using a book club model. We believe that we were successful in that this was a pilot, yet 82 out of 149 first-year medical students participated. That's 55% of their class. Also, 94% of participants reported extreme satisfaction or satisfaction with the book club. In the narrative portion of the evaluation, students identified strengths as the facilitators. We had 15 facilitators across the Pitt community, including 6 faculty members from the University of Pittsburgh School of Medicine, 2 Pitt Law faculty, 4 Pitt Public Health faculty, and 3 members of Healthy Start, a community organization that works to bridge the gap in maternal and infant mortality in Allegheny County. Also, another strength that students identified was the open discussion. While we did create a discussion guide, our facilitators really allowed the students to direct the conversation in what they wanted to go into more depth. Recommendations that the students gave in the narrative portion was that this needed to occur earlier in their University of Pittsburgh School of Medicine curriculum, and that it needed to become mandatory. One of the last things we did as part of the book club is we asked the students to identify an action step that they would take based on their participation. They identified things like speaking out, reflecting on their own bias, recognizing distrust in healthcare and its roots, and that they needed to interrogate the validity and racial bias of published research. We believe that this book club was a very successful model of adult learning theory in which students digested knowledge in a book format and then used a discussion as a way to critically appraise and then reflect. Our plan is to make this a mandatory component of the clinical experience course and to add a reflection paper after the book club to allow students the opportunity to move past just an action step, but how they're going to incorporate that into their learning and future as physicians. Thank you for listening today.